An Idaho man who at one point was actually a Republican congressional candidate before he lost in a primary has pleaded guilty this past week to fraud for using COVID funds to buy himself or at least pay off a car and to help pay people working on his political campaign. Let me read this. In 2020, Nicholas Jones, age 36, Boise, Idaho, applied for and received $753,600 from COVID-related assistance packages. He certified that the money would be put into his business, but instead used a, quote, significant portion to pay for his car, life insurance policies, and political ads for his campaign per the United States Department of Justice. So before we get even deeper into what he did, let's talk about this. He got $753,000 for his business. That, of course, this money was to go to pay for your employees and expenses that you have so you don't go under. So what is his business? Jones' small business in Boise, Idaho, is a store selling puzzles and tabletop and board games. $753,000 for his puzzle business. Now, I do not have access to Mr. Jones' business records, but I find it damn near impossible to believe that a man in Idaho with his tiny little business selling puzzles and board games ever in his life made $750,000. Like, okay, yeah, we get the fraud that he pleaded guilty to, the wire fraud that he pleaded guilty to, but can we stop and think for a second how in the hell this man got $750,000? Because I swear to God, if you can make $750,000 running a business selling puzzles and board games, then this is the last y'all are ever going to see of me, and soon you're going to see fair and balanced puzzles on the market, because that is an absurd and insane amount of money, and I'm not going to let that go without, trying to get a piece of it. But that's not a thing. Like, that's not possible. There is no way. He was able to show real documents that said, yes, we're projected to lose $750,000. Like, I would think puzzles with people trapped at home probably would have been doing great. Probably didn't even need the money. It's like one of the few things people could do aside from play video games when you're in lockdown. Nevertheless, he lost his primary election. This was all in 2020, by the way. So he lost the primary. He files his, campaign finance report. He leaves out, of course, the money that he paid his staff workers, his campaign staff workers, which came from those COVID relief funds, because what he did was his employees at the puzzle store, that apparently is the most successful puzzle store in the country, would come in and he told them, hey, if y'all work on my campaign, I'll pay you extra. So they would do his campaign work. And they'd get paid through the COVID funds to do that. In addition to, of course, using the COVID funds to pay for political ads and life insurance policies and a car. He pleaded guilty. The crimes that he's pleaded guilty to, by the way, this is actually pretty remarkable. He could face up to 40 years in prison. Faces a maximum total sentence of 40 years in prison. Wow. Well, I guess on the bright side, it's probably a lot of time to sit and do puzzles. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.